Senior U.S. officials gathered at the White House to discuss possible military options for Venezuela. Meanwhile, the Russians are warning of grave consequences if the U.S. invades, and so the stage is being set for a potential showdown between the world's two foremost military powers. Previously, administration officials had hoped that the Venezuelan people would rally around Juan Guaido to such a degree that it would not require military intervention to oust Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro. But that hasn't happened. In fact, Guaido's big push to start a revolution in the streets over the past few days has ended up being a total flop. The following comes from Yahoo News. Guaido had called for the largest march in Venezuela's history and said on Twitter that millions of Venezuelans were in the streets in this final phase of his move to oust Maduro. But by late afternoon, many of the protesters in the capital Caracas were drifting home. Despite Guaido's calls for the military to support him, the armed forces leadership has so far remained loyal to Maduro, who has been in power since 2013. If the regime thought we had reached maximum pressure, they cannot even imagine, Guaido told thousands of cheering supporters. We have to remain in the streets. It was unclear what more Guaido can do at this point. The Venezuelan opposition has often staged huge street protests against Maduro, but failed to dislodge him despite a deep economic recession and hyperinflation. Demonstrators said they were prepared for the process of ousting Maduro to last a long time. In the long term, the situation in Venezuela isn't going to change much if the U.S. is able to replace one socialist president, Maduro, with another socialist president, Guaido. Socialism always ends badly, and the people of Venezuela are going to have to decide for themselves that they don't want socialism any longer. But that isn't what this is about. U.S. officials have decided that it is time to impose their will on the people of Venezuela, and they have determined that Maduro must go. If Guaido cannot create a successful internal revolution, then other options will be explored. And as I mentioned in the open...
Alright, Shalom, this is Chanax Ambanya Shala from the GMS Lions in Camp. First and foremost, I'd like to say Kal Halayim La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Harakar Kodash Ma'atma. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth and sincerity and truth, and peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, well, there you have it. Things heating up in Venezuela. And, Russia's like, look, if America doesn't get out of the way, America's going to have to suffer repercussions. And this is all, and the Most High is putting the thoughts in the minds of them to perform his will. All right, that's just it. All right, first scripture I want to get is Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which the Medes represents Russia. All right. So he's stirring up the Medes against Babylon, okay? And it says, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. All right, so there ain't no turning back from this point. America's not going to be able to weasel their way out of this or bribe their way out of this because Russia's to its wits end. They're not, they're not gonna put up with America's bullshit, pretty much. America's been opposing its will, just like how it says in the video that is gonna is trying to impose its will on the people of Venezuela, Slovakia, and that's what America's been doing for so long. If they don't like something that's going on with the regime, they change the regime. They set up proxy wars, and once they set up those proxy wars, they take whoever is in power out and put a puppet regime leader in. And that's what they're trying to do with Guaido, and trying to get rid of Maduro. All right, trying to get the people to side with the whole point of democracy or demonocracy, so America can set up their own regime. All right, and use that to impose will and sanctions on these other nations once they control one part of the region. But Russia's not allowing them to happen, so neither is Iran. by them closing the Strait of Hormuz up, um, um, and certain ships being attacked over there in the Strait of Hormuz. And Iran is also threatening to go to war with Russia. I mean, not Russia, but Israel. So so that would be America having to fight on two fronts, because America and NATO have to protect Israel. So they would be fighting against Russia on one front, and then fighting on against Iran on another for attacking Israel. And then if China's going to get involved and side with Russia and Iran, all right, because America's imposing their will on them also, all right. And the brother, Debar Ban Gad Yasharallah, he did a lesson earlier that was speaking about Iran making threats on Israel. All right. Next scripture is Mark chapter 13, verse 7. It says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Be ye not troubled, for such things must needs to be, but the end shall not be yet." All right, because before this whole thing can happen, they have to start pushing the mark of the beast at a mass scale and make it mandatory before the hot war and the missiles can be shot off. All right, you have to have the hour of temptation first, but these are all the signs. All right, it says, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be earthquakes in diverse places, and there shall be famines and troubles. There's already a famine in Venezuela. There's famines in various parts of the world. All right, these are the beginning of sorrows. So this, like the scriptures say, the day of the Lord shall be dark. All right. All right, it says, this is Amos chapter 5, verse 18. It says, "Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light." All right, so like I said before, this is the beginning of sorrows. All right, so with the way you see everything going on right now at this present state, it's going to get a lot worse. And the thing about it, you haven't even felt it in America yet. You know. So America's going to start to feel the pressure of the return of Yahweh Shai. Right now, they're not feeling it. Okay? All right, let me get next scripture is going to be Ezekiel 38 and 1. It says, "And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog in the land of Magog, the chief house of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against them." So even though the Lord is stirring up Russia, so Gog and Magog represents Russia. All right, even though the Lord is stirring them up to come against Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, which is America, the Most High is against them. They're setting them up for their destruction also. All right, so it says, and say, thus saith the Lord, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief house, prince of Meshach and Tubal. I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, bringing them back to be in the Soviet Union, right? And will bring thee forth at all thine armies, horses and horsemen, all them clothed with all sorts of armor. And you've seen Russia been coming out with all these different types of nuclear weapons, nuclear submarines, nuclear warheads, the avant-garde. So they've been having all types of military forces, all types of armor. All right. Horses, horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. All right. It says Persia, which is Iran. All right. So, Iran's going to be, so Iran's already threatening going against, Israel in the midst of all this. So you have all these things going on right now. All right. It says, Ethiopia, Libya, with them, all them with shields and helmets. Gomar and all his bands, the house of Togomar, of the fourth north quarters, and his bands, and many people with thee. Prepare thou, be thou prepared, and prepare thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. And that's exactly what they're being to to Venezuela, a guard unto them, because America is trying to impose their will on Venezuela, but Russia is not allowing them to do that. All right, and skip down to verse 17. It says, we're not 17. Hold on one second. Shlakia, verse 10. It says, Ezekiel 38:10. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, it shall come to pass that at the same time shall things come into thy mind, and thou shalt think an evil thought." And the Most High puts it in the mind to do His will. All right. It says, "And thou shalt say, I will go up to the land of unwalled villages." See, America's missile defense system is nothing now compared to the arsenal that Russia has. All right. And it says, "And I will go to them that are at rest, that dwell safely," because a lot of these people that watch the news in America look at the things, the calamities happen in the news, and feel like it can't happen right here in America, on American soil. All right. It says that dwell safely, all of them dwelling without walls, having their neither bars nor gates. All right. And that's how America is a sitting duck right now, with all these nations rising up against it. Okay. All right. I'm going to close it out with one more scripture. All right. This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, verse 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. And he's seeing wars of rumors of wars everywhere. It said, there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard kings nor princes. Like, they don't regard, America's not regarding kings or princes. Like, they're trying to get Maduro out of the way and put Guaido in there, put who they want, right? Like a puppet regime. It says, and the course of their action shall stand in their power, with the power of the military, right? They got NATO backing them, you know? All right. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And you got them closing the Straits of Hormuz, right? And disrupting trade flow. All right. So you have all these things going on, but this is just the beginning of sorrows, man. Just like the scripture says, man. You got the RFID chip, which is the mark of the beast. That's going to be coming. It's going to be forced on a mass scale. You can tell by the way they're doing these vaccines and stuff, trying to mandatorily force people to do these things. All right. So that was just a little bit touching on that. Lord willing, it was edifying and served its purpose. That being said, I'd like to say, Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, By Hashem, Yahweh Shai, By Hashem, Harakak Wadash, Ma'amah. Double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone. And salutations to the Akim that are pushing the truth, the sincerity, and truth. And peace and blessings to the men, women, and children that believe in the name of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom.